Well, I've been hearing from the Chief Constable about transferees and that sort of thing. With me is Dan, who's moved over from where, Dan?
From right in the middle of the UK, so Northamptonshire.
Okay, well, you got an accommodation, you saved a life this year, so congratulations on that. But I'm more interested about the move and how you got the appeal to the Isle of Man for you to carry on your work. So over to you, how did it all come about?
Okay, well, I'm coming up for 20 years service in the police. I've done a variety of different things over in the UK, and I saw this as an opportunity with my wife, who also came across with me, to move somewhere that's spectacular to live, lovely place to work, lovely people. You know, when I came across, I managed to meet different members of the constabulary. They all seemed lovely, and I thought to myself, well, why not make that jump and go and live somewhere and try and see what it's like.
And the Chief was saying keeping our own way of policing was very important. Well,
yes.
Is it a big difference from what you experience in the UK?
I think, well, there are some differences. Obviously, this is a much smaller place. It's a smaller community. A lot of people know each other. I think broadly the policing is the same, but I think here you've got probably more of a community feel because everybody knows each other. There's a lot of people that have opinions. There's a lot of people that, you know, think policing should be done in a certain way. And I think that having people that have come from the UK, they can bring something to the force that they might not otherwise have.
And tell us about your accommodation.
Okay, so I was on duty last year on a late shift with my colleague who's here somewhere. And because there was no ambulances available, we got sent to a report of a person that had collapsed. We didn't know why he'd collapsed. So when we arrived, it became apparent that he'd had a drugs overdose and that he wasn't breathing. So we assessed and we saw that he wasn't breathing. So we immediately commenced doing CPR. We cleared his airway, did CPR, and fortunately managed to keep him as stable as we could, bearing in mind what kit we had and what training we had, until the paramedics arrived. And I'm pleased to say he lived.
Well, congratulations on that. The party's good. Just to finish with, would you recommend it to other people watching this? So, you know, people working in the police force in the United Kingdom, would you recommend the Isle of Man?
Absolutely, I would. I think the best thing to do is to come here with your eyes open. So I would suggest if anybody's thinking about it, you need to come across and have a look and meet some of the people from the force, as I did. Have a drive around the island, get to understand it, do some research online, and approach it with your eyes open. But I can honestly say I don't know anybody that's come here that's regretted it, so I think it's a good move.
I've got to say, this should be one thing you do get which you don't get in the UK, right? The white
that's
one?
Right, yep.
You like that?
The white custodian helmet, yes, unique. Basically, they're given to all island policing forces, which not many people know.